Good day, believers gang. So today is April 16th. This is a follow-up video as regards the analysis we dropped April 15th yesterday. So this is the update. Price has been playing out nicely around that area of interest that we marked out yesterday, which is 4,787.5. What is the rationale behind this buy idea we had here? As you could see, our first point of interest is this zone that price is playing out, but in the case price still violates it, here is still a good buy zone, here is still a good buy zone, coming down up until 4,750 to 4,737.5 zone. They are all sweet buy zones, especially we transacting from the lower time frame. So at instances, let me take you guys why this buy idea. Simply this from beginning of the week. If you haven't watched the previous video, you might get lost, so check on my page YouTube from beginning of the week. You would see it where we've been coming from and where we are. Also, to keep tabs on me, you can check out my Telegram page, XauUsd, I'm the analyst, to keep track of my performance on any account I'm managing. So quick one, why this buy idea is simple. Price has been respected this level of support, 4,700. so this place where price is playing around was a major resistance before now, 4,800. so price has been bouncing. Simple. The rule is support that get broken turns to resistance that get broken turns to support, and vice versa. So this major resistance got broken. What do? We wait and we buy at that support, and you could see what's playing out. This is just the typical thing of resistance get broken, you just, no problem, you turn and wait for it and turn it to your support. But our major guy here is 4,800. But question is, why didn't we transact at 4,800? We chose our price to be 4,787.5. You will see it's psychological. You go to the market, you want to buy something on 4,800, definitely bargain for a good deal, which is where our first point of interest is, 4,787.5. That's one way to look at it, but we are banking on this guy, but we are not buying directly on this guy because accounts can't manage drawdown. So you got to think and see where we'll get it tight. And if you had been, look at how price has been respecting, and look at where our stop loss would be, immediately just below that price to around 4,783, like 4 points, 40 points stop loss. And look at, you wouldn't even need to get much. Just look for your 1 to 2 1 to 2, like you just be eating 1 to 2 risk reward if you want to do that. If you don't want to be greedy, you good. And look at how many times you would have eaten. If you want to be greedy, you would have eaten multiple times from this zone, you see. So another way to look at it is, a lot of people is okay, everybody knows that this is the resistance that got broken, and most people know the same thing, that they buy at a broken resistance and put their stop loss below it, you see. But there's liquidity there, and obviously these guys, let me show you some deceptions that happen. Look at price clearly. Before all these things happened, there were early buyers that got hot from yesterday. Before all these things happened, right? How do I hide this? Price is here. There were people who couldn't wait. Look at a buy signal, typical buy signal above 4,800 as of yesterday. I was just looking. Obvious. Look at this obvious buy here, but what? That's why people say they get taken out and price move in their direction. See, if you're not patient, obviously people from yesterday, look at a typical manipulation that happened. This gave a buy signal above 4,800, right? As you could see this engulfing, I don't know if you could see it, right? Can you see that engulfing before? Look at it. Look at this engulfing candle. So for those people that couldn't wait, look at typically what happened. All of a sudden we had a major wicked drop. Thank you for the stop losses of people. People will say you hit their stop loss and go, you see. So where a whole lot of people had their stop losses below for 800. But so what will smart money do? Based on experience, we're not gonna go where everybody is buying. We are thinking, where is everybody putting his stop loss? And that's where we're gonna be buying from. You could see if you had been doing that sweet buys, no stress, no stress. So that's the psychology behind this idea. So anytime price keeps coming, we keep buying. Should in the case this guy gets violated, this our zone, no problem. We don't know. It means there's a shift, so we can use a support that gets broken and start like following for the sales. So our model is simple. You could eat multiple times. We just use support and resistance. Up until this level, the buy idea is still valid, but anywhere below this 4,750, then it's telling a different story, right? So that's basically the whole psychology behind it. And so from now up until where prices, you just keep buying. Price comes here, if it gives us you know we buy, but you gotta be cautious at this level, because if this guy gets broken, same thing, what do? We start looking for sell opportunities pending. This guy was a major guy and he got broken and price is riding above, so we could like, but I wouldn't advise that. I would like, just the trend is bullish for now, so any retracement is for the buys, right? So if you want to sell, you wait for any place around 4,850. If you sell, you valid. So that's how we keep following price. And yeah, you see here, anywhere from around 7,850 you sell, you good. Anywhere from around 4,800 you buy, you good. So that's the whole thing. Call it the GJS. We buy a support, we sell at resistance. Simple and short. See you on the next one.